is a numerical is on activated sludge process. So completely mix activated sludge process. Okay, completely mix activated sludge process is to be used to treatment of wastewater flow of 500 meter cube per hour having a solubility soluble BOD5 of 250 milligram per liter. The concentration of the soluble BOD5 escaping the treatment is 10 milligram per liter. Design criteria are as follows. The yield coefficient is given 0.5, value of K is given 5, value of endogenous decay is given 0.06, value of KS is given, it is 100 milligram per liter, and the concentration of the MLVSS, that is the X, is 2000 milligram per liter. Okay, now these are the values are mentioned, and now what you have to do, you have to find you have to design the activity sludge process, and they ask compute the following things. What you have to find out, the first you have to find the treatment efficiency. You have to know what is the treatment efficiency of it. The first case to know the treatment efficiency. Okay, after that one, the mean cell residence time, that is the theta c, then the hydraulic retention time, that is the theta, and the volume of aeration time. It means first we have to calculate the efficiency of the plant or the process, means the epsilon that you have to find, then find out the theta c, that is the mean cell residence time, then we have to find what is the hydraulic retention time, HRT, okay, and then the what is the volume of aeration tank, V. Okay, so and yes, the fifth one is the F by M ratio. For activated sludge process, we have to find what is the value of F by M in this condition. Okay, now let's first be writing the data. For any numerical, we have to write a data and to know the things, what are the things are mentioned here. Okay, let's see one by one what exactly given here. So it is clear that it is a activated sludge process. So this 250 is what? It is the initial BOD concentration. This is the final BOD concentration. Means this is the influent and this is the effluent. The flow rate of the wastewater is mentioned, but it is given in meter cube per hour. Always we are taken in meter cube per day. Okay, and these are the constants are given. There is no need to convert it. So let's see what are the things are given. The theta, sorry, Q, 500 wastewater, H0 250 substrate concentration, influent concentration is 10 milligram per liter, value of X is mentioned, it is 2000, value of Ks is that is the maximum utilization rate, okay, of the substrate is 100, endogenous decay is 0.06, the value of K is 5 day and the value of Y is 0.5. So first formula to calculating the treatment efficiency, it's a very simple formula, that is epsilon, the efficiency is equals to the initial substrate concentration in the wastewater minus the effluent substrate concentration upon the initial substrate concentration. Okay. So what is the value of initial substrate concentration? 250, which is mentioned in the numerical. What is the value of the influent, means the after one? If you see here, then let's see, this is the aeration tank. Okay. And here we can say this is the S0, and after the treatment of it, it is the S suffix E. Okay, and this value is 250 is mentioned, 250, and this is the value of 10. So we are taking this H0 minus SC divided by S0, it will give a efficiency. So you got the value is 96%. It's a simple. It is 96. After that one, let's check another thing. What is they ask? They ask the mean cell residence time, that is the theta c. How we calculate the theta c? For that one, we should know the formula for the theta c. Now this is the formula for the theta c. So what is the formula? It is theta c is equals to the y into the k into the SE divided by ks plus SE. Okay. So that is the formula. Okay, minus kd. Now we have the value of y, we have the value of k, we have the value of SE. Also we know the maximum utilization rate Ks and the substrate effluent concentration. So from that one we can easily calculate these values. Okay, but yes, where is the formula of it in the notes? So if you see the formula, then we have the formula which we write in our notes that I would like to show here. It is y k SE upon k suffix s plus SE is equals to the 1 upon theta c plus k suffix d. Now this is the formula. Okay, so we just rearrange this one in terms of 1 upon theta c. Okay, because we want to know what is the value of theta c, and for that one we are writing. So we can say this is from equation number 8. Okay, we can easily get this formula. Okay, so we write this is as y k se upon ks plus ac minus kd. Now value of kd known to me, it is 0.6, 0.06. Value of y is given 0.5. Value of k is 5. Substrate concentration in the effluent, it is 10 upon the ks value is 100 plus 10. So from with the help of this equation, I can easily calculate the value of theta, and I got that value is 6D. Okay, that is clear. Now the theta c is okay. We can calculate the theta c. Now let's move for the next one. Okay, so just remember the things. After that one, I give you the chance to just do these calculations. Okay, so after this one, let's go for the next case. Calculating the hydraulic retention time means the theta to be calculated. Now, what is the formula to calculate the theta? We have the formula with the help of the derivation that a microorganism concentration is equals to the theta c, which is the mean cell residence time, yield, H0 minus SE, the value of theta to be calculated 1 plus theta c, this is to be known, and KD is known. So X value, yes, it is known, MLVSS is given. So we just put it the values of it and we can easily calculate the value of X. Okay, in our derivation, if you see the equation number 9, from this we calculate from equation number 9. In our derivation, we have the equation number 9. Okay, from this one, we write this formula and we try to calculate the value of theta. That is the hydraulic retention. Sorry, it is hydraulic retention time, HRT. Okay, so we put the value of theta c, which we calculate, which is a 6. We know the value of y, which is given in this problem. We know the value of S0 and SE. We have the value of X is the MLVS concentration, which is given here. 1 plus theta, again C is calculated, and 0.06. So from that one, we got the value of theta is 6.35 hours. Okay, because you got this value in terms of what? Day. We convert this into the time hours. So we have our 6.35. So value of theta is 6. Value of the concentration of the mean cell concentration is 6, and the hydraulic retention time is 6.35. The next thing which is mentioned here to calculate, what is that? It is calculating the volume of the aeration time. Now, is it possible to calculate the volume of aeration time? It is easy because we have the formula theta is nothing but the V by Q, a volume of aeration tank upon the flow rate of the wastewater. So if I know the value of this one, I know the value of Q, I can easily calculate the V. Yes, I know this value 6.35 from here. Yes, what is the value of Q which is mentioned in the numerical? It is how much? 500. So I'm taking, because I'm taking this is in hours. Okay, that's why there is no need to converting the value of Q which is mentioned in meter cube per hour. No need to calculate because already it is we have the value of theta in terms of the hour that we already calculate. Okay, so don't take this one because from the calculations you got the values of this one 2.65, but we convert it into the time, that is in hour. Okay, so this is a day. Okay, I'm wrongly write up, it is the inverse, it is a day. Okay, no, that this is not here, you can say. Okay, so we can easily calculate what is the volume, and that is get in terms of meter cube. So we use this formula to calculate what is the volume. Once we calculate the volume, what is the next step? What is the next question they ask? And the final one, what is the F by M ratio? That is the food to microorganism ratio. Okay, and for that one we use the formulas. Let's see. To calculating the F by M ratio, we have this formula. It is Q, wastewater flow rate, substrate concentration, volume of the aeration tank, and the X. If I know these values, then with the help of this one, I can easily get the F by M ratio. So what is that? You put the value of Q, or if you don't want to put the value of Q, how this is the formula? Either we use this one or this one. It means you can use this formula, okay, or you can use this formula. It is on you. So we have the H0 is 10. Sorry, H0 is 250. So we take this is 250. Okay, 250 is here. The theta value is calculated, which is 6.3. Yes, it is in terms of day. It is, you take here in terms of day. Okay, 0.265 in terms of day. Okay, and 2000. This is the value of X. Okay, from this one you can easily get the F by M ratio, and that is F by M ratio is, it is F by M is 0.47 milligram per milligram day. That will be the F by M ratio. Now, if this is the F by M is about 0.47, okay. So this is all about a numerical that we have. Now let's the question, if they ask F by M ratio is 0.47, whether it is a conventional process, whether it is a completely mixed process, what exactly it is. So from, if we have this data with us, as you see here, yes. So what is say? If it between the extended aeration means this is the way. Okay. Now your value is between 0.2 to 0.6. You calculate between the 0.47 F by M ratio. It means this is the process is completely mixed one. It is completely mixed because it is greater than 0.2 and it is less than 0.6. So we have taken either high rate or completely, but most probable it is a completely mixed activated sludge process. Okay.